In this video, I'll show you how consulting firms can increase client results with coaching methodologies and toolkits. My name is Andrew Neitlich, and I'm the founder and director of the Center for Executive Coaching. In my practice, I'm both a consultant and a coach, and so I understand what we do well as consultants. We get great ideas, we sell great ideas, and if all goes well, we implement great ideas. But sometimes there can be an implementation gap, where the client, for whatever reason, just doesn't implement our great ideas. So let's look at why. Why does this gap sometimes exist? We know as consultants that we have certain things in place. We're really good at logical analyses, we're good at logical process flows, and we're good at giving logical advice. But there are some things that we don't always have present. In our firms, we don't always have a proven, consistent approach with clients when they need one-on-one support. That is, when they need to sit down with someone and get over their fears, their real challenges in implementation. We don't always have conversations that go beyond logic to get at the root causes preventing implementation. We don't always have the ability to help them put in place a process that turns key disciplines into habits for effective performance, both for them as individuals and throughout the organization. Sometimes we don't have toolkits and methodologies for leaders to set the tone in their organization and create a high-performing culture. And finally, sometimes we don't have all the tools we need to help create new leadership abilities up, down, and across the organization that enables sustainable implementation. So these things aren't always present, and that can get in the way of the client's ability to implement, no matter how brilliant and cutting edge our recommendations might be. Coaching conversations, methodologies, and toolkits can improve and sustain results on engagements. Here's why. First, coaching conversations are focused on commitment, accountability, and moving things forward, all of which are required for change and implementation. Second, coaching provides tools that helps clients implement by exploring issues like influence, communicating with impact, employee engagement, key disciplines required for success in an organization, and perceptions that leaders have that might be holding them back, that might be holding back their ability to lead and make things happen. And third, coaching gives you proof that you have proven methodologies that go beyond communicating recommendations and that focus on the client's expectations for a full solution that they can implement for tangible results and the value they expect for the fees that they're paying you. At the same time, coaching provides you with additional benefits. It helps you build organizational capacity at your client. Coaching develops a culture of leadership and success at clients beyond the scope of the presenting problem. Second, coaching can help you build longer-term client relationships. The top consultants already do coaching. They already coach their clients as part of what they do, and they do it naturally because it leads to longer-term relationships and earns trusted advisor status. So why not formalize these skills as part of your firm's competencies so that all consultants are coaching? And third, coaching can provide new service revenues. Coaching's become a recognized profession and an accepted leadership development tool. It's a natural complement to consulting, and it can become a new service offering and source of revenues for your firm. Let me just define coaching. Coaching is an efficient, high-impact process for high-performing people that improves results in ways that are sustainable over time using two-way conversations that involve questioning, inquiry, and exploration of issues to come up with creative insights. So a lot of consultants are already doing this. Coaching is an efficient, high-impact process. That means it takes place in short meetings. In a single coaching session, a client can have an amazing insight that helps him or her think about an issue differently, come up with new ways of thinking, doing, relating, come up with new ideas for action to perform better. That's the power of coaching. It's a set of conversations that helps a client see new ways of performing, of being a leader. It's for high-performing people. It's not therapy. And it improves results. Coaching is about getting from point A to point B. in measurable, significant ways, in ways that are sustainable over time. So coaching is not about jumping in and doing it. It's not about making a recommendation and hoping that the client does it. It's about getting results that builds capacity and is sustainable. And it does this through dialogue, through two-way conversations, through exploring. So this is how it fits very well with consulting, because you can provide your own insights, but then you have a conversation back and forth with the client to understand their relationship to those insights and recommendations. And you can find ways to understand the client's world. What's their leadership style? What's their communication style? What are their concerns about implementing? Then you can coach them through implementation based on their perceptions to help make sure that implementation actually happens. Coaching gives you the tools, the conversations, and the methodology to make sure that happens in a highly efficient, high impact, effective process. That's what coaching is, and that's what it can do. The Center for Executive Coaching can bring to you the best practices, methodologies, and toolkits for coaching. We offer the most practical, results-driven processes, methodologies, and toolkits for you and your consultants to learn coaching skills and approaches. There's no fluff, no jargon, no academic theory. We do this in a way that gives you as many options as you need to bring this to your organization in as flexible a way possible. We are accredited with the International Coach Federation, which is the leading coach professional body. And we've trained individuals from a number of great organizations, including Deloitte, Booz Allen, U.S. Air Force, NBA, Aflac, FedEx, Kaiser Permanente, Microsoft, Cisco, New York Life, and many others. When you work with us, you have many, many options. We have an online program if you want to bring multiple consultants in a very efficient way to learn coaching. We have distance learning for multiple consultants where we can set up teleclasses. We have in-person trainings. We have a train-to-trainer option. We can customize a private label program specifically for you. We can send a single consultant to our certification program. We have in-person certifications. We have distance learning certifications through the Center for Executive Coaching. And we can do a hybrid of any of the above, whatever works for your needs and goals. There's a number of features. We have a full coach training curriculum that's customizable to your needs. There are 27 coaching toolkits, I'll introduce you to some of these, for common situations that your clients face as you're trying to implement your recommendations. So these fit beautifully with any management consulting firm, strategic consulting, change management, organizational development. There's an online member area that we have, or we can create one for you that can include webinars teaching coaching skills and methodologies, demonstration videos, and audio lectures. And again, we can create these as well with your own consultants if you would prefer. There are a number of practice and case study modules teaching coaching skills. Again, we're approved and accredited with the ICF, and so you can get a number of designations. If you would like your consultants to get the ICF designations, which are recognized throughout the industry, you can do that. We also have our own Certified Executive Coach designation. Our program starts with the foundations of coaching. We define coaching. We talk about the benefits of coaching, what coaching is and is not, the key coaching conversations. There are a number of coaching conversations that get results with clients quickly and effectively and move conversations forward, uncover obstacles to implementation and to performance. We talk about the coaching process, how to get a client from point A to point B, how to make sure they're coachable, how to set scope and boundaries. And then we talk about tracking results throughout the process to make sure you're providing value and a return to the client so that they see this as a very valuable process, perhaps the most valuable process of their career. From there, we introduce different coaching toolkits that you can use for specific client challenges to help them overcome their most pressing challenges that they're facing. These are proven methodologies and frameworks for a leader's most pressing situations. And they're right there for you. They're guides to the key conversations that you and your consultants can have to get effective results and have maximum impact. There are 27 of these that you can use, and I'll introduce you to them in a moment, and they're right there set up, giving you the most important coaching conversations to have to explore different issues that a client might face and get results. so that you don't have to spend time reinventing the wheel. It's like instant intellectual capital that's right there for you. They're also flexible and adaptable for trainings, facilitated sessions, seminars, leadership circles, and group coaching as well. Let me give you some examples. We have toolkits for each of the following. For instance, a toolkit for behavioral coaching to build on a strength or eliminate a disruptive behavior. We use this a lot, for instance, in healthcare clients where you have physicians who might have a disruptive behavior or physicians who are stepping into leadership roles for perhaps the first time. These are also very useful. This toolkit is also very useful, for instance, in technology companies where you have some individuals who are very, very strong in technology but might have disruptive behaviors when it comes to working in teams. We have a toolkit for changing a limiting belief that might be holding a leader back from the next level of performance. We have some career planning and development planning toolkits. We have a wonderful toolkit called the Leader's Dashboard that on one page puts everything that's important to the leader and his or her team. It gets the whole team grounded on what matters most. It keeps them focused on what matters and avoids distractions. We have a toolkit for engaging and mobilizing employees that helps a leader engage their employees. Very powerful tool, especially for individuals who might not be comfortable or skilled at engaging a team. For those who are working with ad hoc teams, we have a very powerful road-tested toolkit to coach somebody and to coach a team that's formed and has a challenging goal or milestone to achieve. So it's about leading and building high-performance teams. Influencing with impact. So you can coach somebody who has high-stakes conversations. Maybe they're not as flexible as they need to be in their communication style or their influence style, and they have to use informal influence to get things done. Coaching on stakeholder management, getting an idea accepted organization-wide. We have a toolkit to look at the big picture, the big political picture of an organization in relationship to an idea. Communicating simply and powerfully. It's a toolkit with a number of different approaches to helping an organization, helping a leader improve his or her leadership presence, the way he or she communicates. Power-based coaching, helping someone build their informal influence in an organization. Managing or leading up, leading change, resolving a conflict, or resolving conflict on a team. Thinking comprehensively about complex issues. This is a nice toolkit for teams that might have a tendency to have that ready, fire, aim mentality. Strategic thinking and planning. There's an entire toolkit about helping individuals think more strategically or develop a strategic plan. The inner game of the leader is a wonderful toolkit to help leaders move up to that next level of higher level thinking as a leader, being more proactive, dealing with ambiguity and uncertainty. Overcoming overwhelm by getting control of time. There's a toolkit for executing effectively. Toolkit for fostering collaboration throughout the organization, succession planning and developing leaders, and there are others as well. These are just examples of ready-made coaching methodologies that give you the most important conversations to have with a leader who might be struggling with these issues. So as you're trying to implement results or build organizational capacity, if your client says to you, geez, I'm not getting the most out of my employees, you know that you can use, for instance, the Engage and Mobilize Employees toolkit. Or if you're working with someone who says, geez, I don't know how to influence somebody, or I don't like to have these tough conversations, you know that you might use the Influence with Impact toolkit. I want to show you quickly just a screenshot of our online member area. We can customize your own member area, or you can use our member area. They include videos. You can download the toolkits. So it's a great opportunity for busy professionals to learn on the go. They can learn at their own pace. They can click whichever toolkit is most important to them or whichever module, and then they have videos from which they can learn. So if you're interested in bringing best practice coaching methodologies and toolkits to your organization in order to improve implementation, get better results with clients, have more consistency in the way that your consultants are coaching and working with clients, I'd love to talk to you further. Again, my name is Andrew Knightlick. I'm founder and director of the Center for Executive Coaching. You can reach me anytime by email at info@centerforexecutivecoaching.com. My personal cell is shown here on the screen. It's 941-539-9623. We can set up some time to talk. I can show you in more depth our toolkits, and what we might be able to do for you. I'd love to hear more about your goals and what you're trying to achieve, and would love to hear more. So please do reach out, and thank you very much.